Hey there. So this channel has had a lot of subscribers recently, and there's a lot of people who are newer who want to see how you get started. And I have made videos of that, but they're kind of hard to find because I've got like 450 videos. Plus my, skills talking to the camera have improved only slightly. I don't talk that well. So I wanted to make a video today about the basics, tables. Because when you're starting an event company, the three basics are usually tents, tables, and chairs. Unless you're focusing on decor or something else. So let me show you tables. So behind me are wooden tables. These ones are 8 feet long. Those ones are 6 feet long. These are called banquet tables. They're 30 inches wide by 8 feet or 6 feet. They are the most popular style table. When I look at the inventory statistics year after year, these tables go out the most. Now, when you're first starting out, you can buy plastic tables. I am personally not a fan of plastic tables. They may call them lifetime, but when you're moving them around all the time, they're gonna get beat up and look like junk very quick. I much prefer the wood tables. The wood tables, you can sand and refinish. You can literally make them last just about forever. I have some tables right here behind me that I bought used. We're gonna be sanding them soon. They are at least 20 years old, but when I sand it and stain it and polyurethane it, it's going to look close to new again. The hardware, nothing's wrong with the legs or anything. It's just the top looks kind of junky, but that's an easy fix. Some sanding, staining, and polyurethane. Just when you buy wood tables, you want to make sure that you buy from someone who's making them in the US, because the people who make them in the US are using quality wood, not just a veneer. This one right here is actually a Chinese one. I have bought some Chinese ones when I needed to get some really quick. This right here is a veneer. When this goes, the table cannot be fixed, not be sanded. You'd have to buy some veneer and put it back on, and veneer is kind of expensive. This table right here is entirely wood. You can sand this about 20 times. You don't even need to sand that much down. You just sand off the top stain layer, and then you can restain it. This is made by Palmer Snyder, which makes their tables in the US, in Pennsylvania. This table right here is probably 15 years old. It has actually not been sanded or stained yet. It's just a good table. Same thing with round tables. The most common round table is a 5-foot round table. Some people may call them 60-inch rounds. And I have those behind me right there. These are also from Palmer Snyder. That one is a used table. But all my tables are at least 15 years old, have never been sanded or stained. They all look pretty good. There's some scratches, but in general, they're good. If I need to sand them and stain them, I can do that at least 20 times, but after 15 years, haven't even done it once. They can be left out in the rain and not get destroyed. If you have a laminate table from China, you leave it out in the rain one time, it's going to mess up. See right here on the 6-foot, this is a Chinese one, laminate. Underneath is crappy wood that does not look nice, that needs to be stained. This is how thick the laminate is. Once this goes, your table's crap. This one's not too bad because it just has the corner one, so I'm fine with renting that out. The legs are super good. I've never had any problems with the legs. The legs have a locking mechanism. They're not the kind with the gravity lock, with the thing that slips down over. Those kind of tables suck. These ones are much better. There's a groove that like a little nipple sits in. They're kind of hard to put on. You have to kind of kick it, but that's a good thing because they don't come loose very easily. With that being said, it's the American tables that don't. The Chinese tables, their leg hardware starts to fail after a few years, and you either got to replace the legs or just sell the freaking tables. I got a lot of tables that I'm selling, and they are all mostly Chinese ones. You can see laminate, 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 laminate. laminate, laminate, and there's about 4 tables in there that are just, you know, got broke somehow. But most of them are all the Chinese ones. If you buy Chinese in the beginning, it may be cheaper, but you're not gonna be able to keep them forever. And you're just gonna be spending more money in the long run than you will just buying quality tables. But I understand, you're just starting out. You're gonna need something cheap. If you're gonna do that, go ahead and go to Walmart or Costco or Lowe's and buy the plastic ones. They're light, they're cheap, you can clean them easy. You just gotta understand that you're gonna beat them up and ding them around because you're transporting them around every weekend. They're not gonna last long, but they're cheap enough that you can start to build up a position, build up some income from them to be able to buy these US made tables. So let me go back to the round. I got off topic. The most common banquet tables are 8 foot and 6 foot. The most common round are 5 foot. Then there's 4 foot rounds. The 5 foots hold 8 people. 4 foots hold 6. That's what you should start with. You can also buy these in plastic, so you know you're just starting out, plastic's okay. Just eventually upgrade to wood so that you can refinish them and make them last forever. Less common is these 6 foot round tables. Most of these I bought used because I got a really good deal on them. But they were American made and the wood is good. It may not be like the best color, but the tables are sturdy and fine. Most of the time tablecloths are going over them, so I don't care if they're like a nice red or whatever. But those hold 10 people a piece. They're not really needed when you first start out. You're not gonna get that many phone calls for them. We don't get many calls for them at all. They just are big, they take up a lot of space. They're not very good to do like an entire wedding in because they take up so much space that you can actually fit more people in a venue at these 5 foot rounds than the 6 foot rounds because they just take up so much space. And there's so much dead space in the center. But my suggestion is just start off with wood tables if you can, because they are literally going to last you forever as long as you take care of them, sand them when need be, which, like I said, I haven't sanded my round tables in 15 years and they still look great. And these ones back here, like I said, I'm guessing 20 years old. They may be even older than that, but I'm gonna sand them and make them look close to brand new again. I could not do that with a laminate Chinese one or a plastic one from Lowe's or Costco or whatever. So that's the basics on the tables. You got any questions on the tables? Put the question in the comments area. And pricing, they're anywhere from $100 to $120 for a table. They manufacturers run sales in February about, so you can get them for cheaper. But if you buy them during the season, during the big rental season, you're gonna pay the higher price because they're in demand, supply and demand. In the winter, they want to get income in, so they're sending out tables for cheaper. Rental price, you're gonna have to check your market, call up some places and find out what they charge. We were charging $8 per 8 foot table. Now we're charging $9, and we're charging, I believe, $7 for these, but I'm gonna raise that to $8. The 5 foot rounds, we're also charging $9, and the 6 footers, the 6 foot rounds, they're more expensive to buy. They're like $200 to buy. So we're charging $13 per 6 foot round because they're like massive to carry around and more money to buy. But like I said, check your market. You may be able to get more than that or slightly less, but it's generally anywhere from $7 to $13 for a table. In most markets, they don't go, you know, $20 a table or $1 a table. So you'll be able to make your money back on them pretty quickly and make money every year with them. Because like I said, wood tables are going to last you forever as long as you take care of them. Anyways, thank you for watching. And if you've got any follow-up questions, put them down in the comments.